Hey guys, I'm Brendon.
I'm Jaidy.
And today we're going to go over our top 20 songs of 2016.
And just so you're aware, this is our personal list. So it's my top 10 and his top 10, not like the official list of the year or whatever. It's just a personal list.
It's something it's the songs we always went back to.
Yes.
It was very hard to make because there was so many good songs.
Literally, the list kept getting longer and longer during the process to make this. It was terrible.
Ridiculous.
At least, so you know, my decision making, I was a lifeguard for like the last 9 months, and I kept going back to what songs did I sing on Stand the most? Like, which K-pop songs were I singing on Stand the most? Which ones did we, like you said, come back to? Which ones did I fall asleep listening to? Which ones did I listen to in the shower?
Which one did I listen to in the car the most?
Yeah. Oh, more importantly, which ones did you jump at the shower to push repeat again on your phone when you were showering? Okay.
So let's get started. My number 10. Hold On by IOI. At first, if you guys have watched our reactions, I wasn't a huge IOI fan, but they just came in this year. KCON killed me, and this track was life. I loved it so much.
And my number 10. Was Del Shabbat, Someone Like You. This one came out way at the beginning of 2016, but like honestly, the entire year I listened to the song on repeat, knew the dances, loved every minute of it, so good. Thank you, Del Shabbat. So for my number 9, was BTS Save Me. They did a lot of comebacks this year, but out of all of them, Save Me was my favorite. I know that's pretty crazy compared to Fire and Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Yeah, Save Me was one that I really liked. It had like a more soft, smoother vocals. The dancing was phenomenal. So
my number 9. Hurt Appa by GOT7. It's one of those songs I love when GOT7 like has their just slow jams. And when Turbulence came out, I was like, okay, no, I gotta choose. It was really hard between Let Me and Appa, but I gotta choose this one. Young Jae's voice is killer. Number 8. Don't worry, baby, 지금 너와 사랑이라고 하기엔 좀 급하지만 Baby by Sewing Gook. It kind of came in like a storm. He just at the end of the year, he's like, oh, we're gonna have a comeback, and I was like, oh, okay, like I know who you are, like you're in dramas, you sing, like I know some of your songs. But then the song came out and I was like, oh my goodness, you need to slow it down. It has like that sweet R&B. It's really good. It's really good.
And my number 8. Was Vic's Dynamite. This one killed me. Vic's had a lot of good comebacks this year too, but
so many.
Dynamite. It just has such a fun electric funk kind of sound to it. The music video was a lot of poppy of colors, but like that was one when I was like lifeguarding, about to fall asleep on stand. I swear I'm a really good lifeguard. That song came on and I would like, that song would play in my head and I would just be like, okay, it's okay. I'm fine. And I would just start singing it and catch myself doing the dance moves. So really fun one.
And my number 8 is G-Friends, Rough. The beginning of the year, this was like the song that like reeled me in. And then I was just in love this whole year. And then I saw them at KCON and it was over.
High touch.
It was over. It was just, loved it, everything about it. The choreo, when they do it 2 times fast, it was such a good song.
And my number 7 is Dean and Zico's Pour It Up. Okay, Dean came out of nowhere this year as well for me. I literally, at first it was Dean and Highs with July, and then he did Bonnie and Clyde, and then he did a song with Taya and Starlight, and then he just did all these like collabs with so many people. But oh my Dean, you climbed up my bias list so fast. But this song especially, it just, oh my gosh, I just can't even hear the song now. It is so good. Like, it just has such a smooth R&B feel to it that I really enjoyed, with just Zico coming in with those raps. It was just absolutely perfect. And my number 6. Is NCTU 7 Cents. Okay, when this song came out with that choreo and another more like, it was rap, but it had like a nice smooth sound, and it was just amazing. It was just one that I could listen to again and again, and it was definitely one that I could introduce to non-K-poppers, and they would hear it and they'd be like, oh my gosh, this isn't just some weird like foreign music, like this is actually really good. I just thought it's a good way to slide people into that K-pop life, you know.
And my number 6 is
I know you want it, make it fall in love. Make it 빠져버려. 너무 아름다운 걸. 내게 너와 있으면 꿈을 꾸는 것 같아. 느낌이 좋아 오늘도.
Feel So Good by BAP. We had a rough time without some BAP, and then, you know, they came back and we had some Young, Wild, and Free, and then they were like, oh, let's just throw some Feel So Good in there. This song, you just need a good morning. Just, you know what? Just play a song. It has the fun, like, boppy feel. It's the best song I could think BAP could make. And my number 5 is
그리워 너의 몸 간지러운 숨소리 생각나 어렵고 I can feel you.
Body by Minho. This song, okay, he had those collabs with Bobby, and then I was like, oh, okay, like, I know who you are, but you're not my bias. My bias is Taehyun. But then we all know I went down, so now you have to pick a new bias, and it's the worst. But this song has been on repeat all year long. It is just that slow, nice. You can just play it any time of the day. It just makes your night.
And my number 5.
이곳은 heartbreak hotel. 날 위해 남겨둔 이 공간에 홀로 너 forget you. 눈물 나도 forget you. 오늘은 작게 나오려고 떠날게.
Is Tiffany and Simon Heartbreak Hotel. This is part of the SM Station, which I have really enjoyed this last year. SM Station came out with so many good songs. Like, a lot of like the list and the things I was thinking about adding were all from SM Station. Like, so many, and it gave them all a chance to highlight and collab with like different stars, like different idols you wouldn't be able to see on their own. But this one specifically, once again, it's got that smooth R&B feel, which, as you can tell, is kind of my style, what I like to listen to. If it's not funk, it's just like a nice R&B. But this one just had such a nice feel to it. The music video is really intriguing because you think they're together, and then at the very end you see that Simon's with someone else, and Simon's rap is absolutely amazing. So my number 4
不想让你走，no， 所以我流眼泪，喘息不停捶胸口，no， 因为我心痛。
is Lay Monodrama. Okay, there isn't any EXO in this top 10 list, which I thought was crazy. But Lay's Monodrama was so good. Lay's entire year was so good. He had so many good solos, but this song specifically was so beautiful with that little guitar. Like, the first time I listened to it, I almost started to cry. And that's when I was like, I know. I caught myself humming it on stand all the time. When I rode my bus, when I was in that public transportation life, #never again. This song was one that I would listen to, and I'd fall asleep to it. It has the feels. Oh, so good.
And my number 4 Heartbreak Hotel by Tiffany and Simon. So if anyone knows me, I love me some Tiffany. And I found out she's gonna do a solo, and I was like, then she came out with her stuff, and they're like, oh, just kidding, SM Station, we're gonna have another song by Tiffany. I was like, okay, I don't know if it can top her mini album, but whatever. And then the song came out, and it was like, this song is life. I love it. It's just so slow. It's just nice. It's kind of has a ton of emotion. It's just, I don't know what else to say. So good. And my number 3.
오늘 같은 밤 이대로 머물러도 될 꿈이라면 바랄 수 없는 걸 바라도 된다면
Is Breathe by Park Hyo-shin. A lot of people don't know, but I adore and love and breathe and eat and sleep ballads. When Park Hyo-shin came into my life with Wildflower in 2014, that's all I listened to. It was literally my life. And then he had like a long break where his label was just kind of like not doing anything for him. And then he had this album in October, and let me tell you, this album is so good. If you just need a good slow jam in your life, listen to this album. It's so good.
And my number 3? BAP feels so good. This one was a little bit higher on my list because even though it came out at the beginning of the year, it was one that I consistently listened to again and again. It didn't matter how long it had been since that comeback. It didn't matter how many other people had come back. Like, BAP's Feel So Good was such a good way to not only, like Brendon said, like, we had like a little bit of there was a scary time for us babies. Okay, there was a scary time. But this transition since getting, like, renegotiating with their label and things like that has been so good. And Feel So Good was just that perfect, silly, happy fun that you love from Haji Haji Ma. And they brought it back with Feel So Good. And it felt so good. It just felt so good. And my number 2? Was Monsta X All In. Oh my gosh, Monsta X has come back this year. As you know, if you've watched our previous videos, we freaked out when we saw them at KCON. Yes, we got to high touch all of them because we were at the end and got to welcome them all and got free banners with their names on it. It was really awesome. But this song, All In, was so good. The choreography, the music video, which was so complex and interesting, and the overall song, like, oh, it was one that I constantly listened to. Constantly.
And my number 2,
내 가슴이 널 넣지 못해 내 모든 게 무너져도 난 네가 좋아 버리려 해봐도 잊으려 해봐도 난 네가 좋아
is I'm Young by Taehyun. So, obviously, earlier I talked about how he was my bias. This song is so emotional. I love just his vocals, the piano, everything. He, to me, made Winner, so I'm gonna have a long time getting back into them, but still love them. Support Taehyun, support Winner. But this song, you just need to just watch the video. It is so sad, but you just feel for him. It's just the best. And my favorite song of 2016 is
잠을 그냥 걷다가 멈춰서 말걸음 돌아서면 그날처럼 네가 서 있을 것 같아 눈물 날 것 같아 내 맘이 또 널 잊지 못해 한참을 스치는 바람결에도 함께 걷던 그 길 위에도
The Day by Baekhyun and K-Will. Okay, guys, let me just tell you, this song, when it came out, I was like, no. We have K-Will, who is just so good at slow songs, and Baekhyun's emotional, wonderful voice together in one. It is, if I had a count to tell you how many times I listened to this song, it's well over 2,000. Well over 2,000. I listen to this song every morning and night. It was this song is 2016 for me. I listen to it every day for every day probably that it came out without fail.
And my number 1 favorite song of 2016.
난 너에게 더 이상 바랄 게 없어 난 오인해 채워지는 널 본다면 꺼내줄 수 있어 가져가 주겠니 사랑이 장난이면 가차없이 날 이용해 Now you know all you need is me I'm your toy 우린 평등할 수 없겠지 넌 내게 단언하고 난 그중 하나일 테니 주절 넘지 않게끔만 헌신하면서 시작도 안 해본 이야기를 마무리져
Block B Toy. I absolutely fell in love with this song. Block B does not do enough like ballad, slower songs, and this one was so emotional. I've seen every live performance. I watched the music video 100 and plus times. I literally listened to the song every single day, like Brendon, like every single day, night, morning, afternoon. Caught myself singing it while I was watching those kids and that water and lifeguarding. Literally every day. This song was so emotional. But to watch Zico and Kyung do their rap, almost like a rap battle if you watch the performances, like they're just like feeding off each other and it's so emotional. And Pio's just his rap in the second verse, like the entire thing is so beyond emotional. It's just so good. And I love if you read the lyrics, like I love the concept behind it and the meaning. I think 2016 was very personal in how I felt with certain situations, so it was just so good. It was so good. Thank you, Block B. Well, thanks, guys. That was our top 20. I know it was weird because several band, or I guess groups, I was not expecting to not be on the list, but they didn't make it this year. It was kind of a weird year of ballads, year of R&B, year of heartbreak.
Yeah. So let us know what your top 10 were of the year. We'd really like to know. We can start like discussions down in the comments. But we're also gonna have some We're also gonna have some honorable mentions. So please watch those, so you know that we didn't just throw anyone under the bus. But Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. You can comment, let us know. You can follow us on Snapchat, Instagram,
Twitter. Also, be sure to watch all our reactions and let us know if there's anything you want us to react, if there's anything you want us to discuss.
do anything.
Because we can.
Thanks.
All right.